guys, what's up? My name is Uzo and I'm a full-time student, also enrolled in the ALX Software Engineering program and also trying to break into tech. So in my previous videos, I've been talking about my experience in ALX and how I've been able to cope in the ALX Software Engineering program and as a full-time student. Please go back to my channel and watch some of these videos because if you're in ALX or if you're trying to break into ALX, I'm sure you might learn one or two things from there. So in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, but it's still tech related, but not ALX related per se. So now I know very well that so many people, when they are trying to break into tech, some questions they always ask like, what can I do? Should I be a front-end developer? Should I be a back-end developer? These questions are questions that beginners always ask. Like, oh, I asked those questions. I went on YouTube, I went on TikTok, checking about these things and doing my research properly. So today I'm going to be talking about web development, and I'm telling you guys the difference between a front-end developer and a back-end developer. So now, what is web development? Sorry guys, I have my book here with me because I don't want to forget some points, and even if I'm going to read anything from here, be rest assured that I'm still going to elaborate more on it, okay? So what is web development? It's the process of building website applications on the internet. It includes markup and scripting languages to create features, functionalities with the use of programming language. Now, that is what I wrote down. That is what you're going to see on Google. Yeah. So now, the way I'm going to explain web development to you is that web development is simply developing websites, applications that you're going to see on the web. And what is this web? It is the internet. Everybody uses the internet. You want to research on this, use the internet. In fact, you watching this video, you are using the internet, and there were some people, maybe a group of people, who wrote some code somewhere and made this platform possible. That is just web development. It simply means creating applications, creating website, and then putting it on the web for people to use. Types of web development: we have the front-end web development and the back-end development. Now, this is a very interesting topic right now because a lot of people will be like, should I be a front-end developer? Should I be a back-end developer? What's the difference between a front-end and a back-end developer? And some beginners even go as far as saying, should I be a full-stack developer? That one I'm gonna laugh. So now, what is front-end development? It's the visual part of the website, graphics, buttons, and user interface and experience. Now, understand the last statement I said there: user interface and user experience. Now, front-end development is simply, in a layman terms, the visual part of the website. I'm going to put an example on the screen. You go on Facebook, for example, you see the icon there that is showing it's your profile. You see some buttons, you see the like button, the comment, the stories, all those things. The people who made those things, that's beautiful, is the front-end developer. They are in charge of making the visual part of the website. For example, this YouTube, the fact you are watching me now is a front-end developer that made this possible. If you like this video, that like button or the like icon is possible through front-end development. The subscribe icon is still possible through front-end development. So in layman terms, it's just the visual part of the website, and it helps in user experience and user interface, meaning it should be very responsive, that you can use it on Android, iPhone, laptop, tablet, whatever. Now, back-end development. Currently, I'm trying to break into tech to be a front-end developer, so I know more on front-end than back-end. So I might not explain the back-end as well as the front-end, so please bear with me. Back-end development is the server side of the website. That means the back engine, the engine block of the website. Now, have you realized sometimes when you log into a website, you create your account, you sign in, then let's say you want to log in next week and you try logging in and you don't remember your password. You try, you're not getting your password. Then you click on forget password, and then it depends on the application. Some applications give you access to your old password. Maybe they'll tell you, okay, it has been sent to your email address, or some just tell you to change your password, and you change your password and you're able to sign in again. Now, all those things, user authentication, the reason why that email was sent to you, the fact that you're able to change your password, all those things were done with the help of back-end development. It's also assists in data analysis and all those things. To just shorten it up, it is the engine house of any website, of any application. There's nothing beautiful about backend development. It's just series of codes and data analysis. That's just it. So now I'm going to be telling you guys the difference between a front end and a back end developer. Now I'm going to state it based on language, frameworks, skills, job roles, and salary. So now, first of all, language. For front end developers, they use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you want to become a front end developer, you have to know these three things: HTML, which means hypertext markup language, and CSS, which means cascading style sheets. HTML is not a programming language, it is a markup language. And let's say you enter a website, the fact that the heading is bold, the paragraph is small, there's a heading there, there's a section, those things are done in HTML. Now CSS is just cascading style sheets, which is the beautification of the website or of the application. You see this place is red, it's blue, it has this color gradient, all those things going on is done with CSS, and JavaScript is just for functionality. Okay. Now for back end, we have C#, Java, Python, PHP, Java, Perl, Ruby, and some JavaScript. Python is the most widely used back end development language. Now down to libraries, we have for front end we have React, we have Vue, Angular, Bootstrap, and then what's the last one? Tailwind CSS. Now this Tailwind CSS and Bootstrap is just mainly for CSS purposes. It does not add functionality to the website, just for beautification, but it's also a front end framework. Now for back end, we have Node.js, Express.js, Spring, Flask, Python, Django, etc. Now, back-end developers are supposed to have some basic skills just as front-end developers, like some HTML, some CSS, and some JavaScript, because the back-end developers work hand in hand with the front-end developers. Now for skills, front-end developer they need to have the ability to create responsive designs. Responsive designs mean it should be responsive on Android, iPhone, tablet, PC, computer. Responsive simply means, have you seen those websites where you want to click on a button, but it seems like that button shifts, like the button is not properly placed? You just know that maybe you just feel like that website is not complete on your phone, but then if you open that website on your laptop, on your PC, it's looking perfectly fine. That means that website is not responsive. So a front-end developer needs to make sure that a website is fully responsive. A working understanding of testing and debugging, understanding of animation, version control systems. I'm still going to make a video on version control systems. That's simply Git and GitHub, and APIs and frameworks. And for a back-end developer, their skills are database management, framework utilization programming, knowledge of cybersecurity, because they work with at the back. Knowledge of cybersecurity, understanding data requirements, and ensuring data. That's basically the skills a back-end developer needs to have. I might not be able to explain back-end so well because I'm more rooted in front-end than back-end. Now for job roles, for front-end development is front-end developer, CSS and HTML developer, front-end SEO expert. SEO meaning search engine optimization. I cannot explain that for that. This video is already getting too long. Full stack developer, UI developer, UI which is user interface. You can still add UX, which is user experience. Now for back end, the jobs you can see in back end is back end developer, Java developer, full stack developer, DevOps engineer, software engineer, iOS developer. And then for the salary range, front-end developers should earn from $100,000 to $110,000 in the United States of America, and back-end earn around $820,000 in the United States of America. Now, this salary range from country to country. In my country, Nigeria, nobody's going to pay this amount of money. Trust me. Nobody is going to pay this amount of money for a Nigerian company, okay? So now, full stack. Full stack is just the combination of a front end and a back end development. Did I speak that right? Full stack is just the combination of front end development and back end development, basically. Now, the advice I promised you guys at the end of the video is this. If you are trying to break into tech, if you are a beginner, you've not known anything in tech, it's your first time, and maybe you're probably watching this video trying to decide which one you should break into, my advice for you is to go with front-end development, because for you to become a back-end developer, you have to understand the front end. So it's best to start from front end, understand it. As I said earlier, you need to learn HTML, CSS, and then JavaScript. When you understand it properly, you can even get a job with it. Then alongside, you can then transition into backend, because the back-end developers work hand in hand with the front-end developers. So if you want my candid advice, it's best to start with front-end development because it's a little bit more easier. I'm not saying front-end is easy, no, but it's a little bit more easier to understand than back-end. The back-end, as I said earlier, is the engine house of the website, so there's so much going on in there, okay? If you enjoyed this video, please do well to subscribe to my channel, like this video. I don't know if this video is like up to so many people's standard because I'm still new in this YouTube community, and every day I'm trying to increase. So please do well to like this video, comment down below if there's any challenge you're going through as a person trying to break into tech, and you know, whatever video you want me to make on, if I can do it, I'm definitely going to do it. Do well to like this video, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.